Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it as always. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Hopefully you're having a good week thus far. Doing all right. We skipped out for a ride yesterday, even though it was a rest day. Managed to do some things. I was out there with Josh WRB. Managed to pull in a nice big ride, which is awesome. Today we're in here, we're doing Rhino Crits. And I think we're on to New York. I think they've got them set up for Laguardia. So should be a fun time. I guess I should turn the chat. There we go. Hey, thanks MK, appreciate it. And we're not going to do anything crazy like last week where we had chat decide what we're going to do. That ended in disaster, as anticipated, but that and I haven't raced in New York. I think it's reverse. I haven't raced it in a while, so it'll be good to get kind of my feet wet, I guess, at the end of the day. Get used to that. A few people in there. There is one guy, I think he has won, I looked at like every single race that he has been in the last little while, from tiny races to stages in Z-racing. So, and he is right at the tip of the spear of points. So I suspect he will be setting the pace on the day. And my dog's going crazy as always. The moment I get on the trainer and he thinks it's free reign because he knows there will be nobody coming to call him out at the end of the day. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he is absolutely going nuts up there. So as tradition, we're just noodling out a few kilometers on the SL8, working towards level 2. Oh, it's because there's a pup walking by the backyard there. That I can see. As we get on noodling through this. So it's hard to believe we're getting close to the end of July here, which is nuts at the end of the day. It just doesn't feel like it's been, here it's been so wet. Like, I mean, it's so green. I think I'm going to actually cut my lawn after this race because it is so long. Usually it is scorched to death. And it is definitely not that right now. So I think we're going to give that out there and give her a quick mow and all that kind of good stuff. Fill a couple bags. Oh. We got 22 minutes before the race starts. Appreciate everybody who comes in for the sort of pre-race banter and chit-chat as we slow roll around Watopia as is tradition. What am I looking for here? What am I looking for? Here we are. Oh yeah, I want to get the app up. I always forget. I still haven't figured out what key it is, if there is any whatsoever, to get this ride stats up. Without having to utilize the app. You know, people say it's like a flick of the mouse. It's a quick click on the companion app, but it would just be nice to have a key to bring it up. And even better that I could put it on one of these stream decks just to kind of bring it up. Like I said, Zwift's doing a good job of adding some of these things in and kind of placing things that almost need to be there. Like, I use the Arceus app to get that information from the ride stats. I mean, all we're really kind of missing now is some sort of draft gauge. Hey Miguel, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing all right. We're just noodling here. Low wattage as always on Tempest Fusion. Enjoyed your video the other day. I enjoyed the dirt on dirt violence committed on Mike. It made me chuckle. Utilizing those small pieces of technical information that you know won't work to your advantage. I can appreciate that. I am not missing out on anything. It's a TTT. I am sure that there will be lots of cursing from a lot of people on a lot of teams doing that. I mean, that's the other thing. TTTs, really, it's about going fast and flat, but they're never flat. You've never done the reverse? I haven't done the reverse in a long time. Jail, it's I mean, it's lumpy. I think the climb is less of a spike as it is a drag the other way. So, yeah. We'll get accustomed to it. I mean, the truth of the matter is if we take a look at the events here, and see who's in the pen. Not that pen, because that's not my pen. So we got Jail in here. But we got a guy by the name of Austin Loper, who looks to have won everything that he's done in the last little while, including tiny races. And he is like right at the tip of the spear in the sense that his racing score is 528 and the limit here is 530. So there you go. The annoying part is the route doesn't officially start until the top of the reverse KOM. There you go. So yeah, I expect him to be doing the pacing here. I think everybody else is. Like Austin's the guy that clearly stands out. Oh, Curtis is in here, and Curtis always does well. And Tamara's in here, who I don't know, but there's a good dosage of bees compared to my poor little sea power. But that's okay. It's Thursday, we're just spinning our legs. Like I said yesterday, we got out there, got some things done on the bike, and I'll edit that later and get that out. Had some fun. Hey, Philippe. My thoughts on Rage Quitter. I mean, it's not going to bump up your score. It's not going to drop it down. So, I mean, I think there's a bigger issue with, you know, kind of having scores get dropped down if you were to quit. But I think it remains pretty neutral. It doesn't, I mean, there are people that quit in races. So, like, in real life as well. So they just don't win. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not going to finish, you're not going to win. I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather take my lumps, and I do take my lumps. Numbers don't always tell the whole story, but it's true. It's true, but it's a good indicator. It's good to, it's indicative of what might happen. But yeah, like I said, with rage quitting, I mean, if you quit, you quit. Like, you're not going to win. I mean, they should still stat it. I think they should just put a DNF. I mean, much like they do races here, if you know, there's people I know that went to provincials and did a lap out of 6, and they got their DNF. I mean, they were there. I mean, you'd have to talk to them to know what happens. I mean, it could have been a bike issue, could have been a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's a DNF. I mean, heck, even with live racing, if you've signed up and you don't start, they'll put a DNS. So I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Maybe the DNF. I mean, I guess it's just keeping a lot of data. But, you know, it would be an interesting stat to see. I mean, if somebody has a high DNF probability, it's probably good to know, especially if they go bolting off the front. I mean, might make a difference on whether you chase them or not. Oh, no, it's well, it might have an effect on your score in the sense that you may finish higher because there's one less person. But, I mean, I think they count the field as the field that finishes, not the field that started, if that makes sense. I do think that it is an interesting thing, though, like I said, because if I go out there and I got a bunch of teammates and my sole intention is never to finish and just go and like blow up the field so my teammates can do well, you know, it should be statted in some way, I think. Hey, Joe, how's it going? I have yet, I got... Your GIF is on my list to add. I just haven't got to it yet. and doing a couple things around the house trying to get things going. But we'll get the Go JD at some point up in the redeemables. Hey, troll. It might be a little shorter than the actual thing, because I'm always worried about using too much of something and getting into myself into trouble. But so far so good, knock on wood, with those kind of things. I mean, they're all just in fun. Oh, my PR is so slow here. Oh, nice, nice. I have fun with that, yeah. My buddy Josh did a century last night. I was supposed to be on a day off, so I only did like 75 of it before I peeled off. So, SL6 in real life. SL6 is a good bike. I mean, it's still tried and tested and all that kind of stuff. I mean, now that they're onto the SL8, I mean, there have been times where the SL7, which is also a very fantastic race bike, has been quite inexpensive to pick up, especially, I think Specialized is still manufacturing the frame, so if you get some of the older group sets on it, like an 11-speed, you can get them quite good. But I mean, the SL line has always been kind of their premier, you know, flagship model. It's been in a ton of pro races. I mean, you know, up until the SL7 came out, it was the bike that they used typically, and then the SL8, I mean, it's a race bike. I mean, sometimes it might be, the thing is with Specialized is they make good, it's a good all-rounders in the sense the SL8, the SL7, the SL6, they're all their kind of aero racy bikes. The LA, in all honesty, extremely light, but a little bit more, I would say a little relaxed. It's still pretty much the same geometry almost, but it's got a little bit more flex to it. But yeah. I assume in asking that question that you're looking at an SL6. I feel okay. No, I'm not going to win. There is a banger in this group who I expect to dictate everything going on. So it will be interesting to see what kind of pace he sets going into this. So there is a man to watch ultimately at the end of the day. And speaking of which, we should start some betting if I can actually move this to a place where I can click on it. There we go. There we go. The slate? We could call it the slate. I always have a feeling that they're going to bring back the Venge Specialized. Just because, like, Cervelo has their aero bike, and then they've got their not so aero bike, and they've got kind of everything in between, where now they've got the SL8s and basically the alley that nobody uses. But everybody loves the Venge. They still get plucked around a lot for the bike that it is. Is Brett Favre in this race? Well, he's got two ladies as his picture, so I don't know. He doesn't have a check mark, so it's not like Barry Bonds. We'll see. Oh, he is verified. Well, if he's verified, then it probably is. I didn't see the verified check. Where's the verified check on these things? Oh, it is. Gee, look at that giant orange check mark, JD. Maybe that means it's actually the person. When do I get my orange check mark? Never. Thanks, Ash. So, Brett has to do better than Barry. And all that means is that Brett doesn't have to get lapped in the race. Oh, Joe. Oh, my God. Oh, dear. Here we go. Shots fired. Oh, boy. Ah, boy. Well, that makes that interesting. What do we got? 5 minutes? All right. I'll be back in 1 sec. All right. I guess it's time to get this done. I'm already down a bottle. Whew. All right.
1,
Let's do this.
3, do it.
There's another rookie. It's embarrassing. Come on, Thornton. Oh.
Cheers, people.
I am all that is man.
That's bragging rights. Honey's a good one too. Honey is a good. Like I said, if we could get heather honey in Canada, like I do back in Scotland, I would be eating that stuff, man. 100%. Just use. Oh boy. That was the other stream. That was when we were racing Greg Doucette, Joe. Alvarez is in here again. And we got some regulars, which is good to see. It's got a couple bumps. I wouldn't call them climbs. I think it's like 30 meters a lap. I mean, it is not the flattest course. Hey, Alex. Everybody heard that Brett's in here, so all the football fanatics are showing up. I mean, I personally invited them. Just kidding.
Dragons!
Hey, is that Brett Favre or Favre? How do you pronounce his name anyways? I always say Brett Favre. There he is, just sitting comfortably in the draft. Will anybody chase Mike? Will anybody by the name of JD chase Mike? No. You're also stream sniping. Not a good idea to chase Mike. Just let him go. Let him do his thing. Which stray hand's that? Jason? Ah. So now there's Zwift buddies.
I've been working out
Well, if we
so
lap
hard
far,
today that my
he joins a
sleeves
place with Barry
off.
Bonds in that category.
Next question. Yeah, hi, can you ride fast? Fuck you!
Well, this is just awful. These men are literally trying to tear one another apart.
Ale, 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 ale!
Hey, Paul.
Oh, the humanity, he is slower than a disabled sausage dog.
Ale, 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 ale!
Well, this is just awful. These men are literally trying to tear one another apart.
Whew.
Ale, 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 ale!
Whew. Ooh.
Ale, 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 ale!
Nicely done, Curtis. Not today, boys. Whew. Whew. Nicely done. there is some pinging coming from the back of the cog. And that chain line looks pretty straight. And when I put down power, it would be like a ping or like a clunk, 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 clunk. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Here we go, mic off time. I don't know if you can hear that clicking at all. We'll have to check into that. Another problem to add to the list. Oh no, I eased off at the end. I feel bad. I should have pushed the podium. But I mean, let's be honest. It was for second place anyways, because Curtis did an amazing job of taking off there, getting a nice 7-second lead. I pushed up the hill. Nobody else wanted to push. We raced for second, or in my case, fourth. Does anybody have a Zwift cog? I feel like it's the cog. Yeah, I'm just trying to drain everybody's winnings. That's how this works. Got 3 winners picking top 10. Congratulations. You got one, but it's still in the box. To me, it sounded like a spring, which at times, like, there was kind of a ping. I don't know if it's spring loaded with the adjuster thing, which is weird because it's not like you're putting load on it. You can definitely hear it click. What happened, Mike? You were up front and then you were hanging with Brett. And you're trying to get a new cart sponsor, I think. Zwift cog definitely has a spring in it. Maybe it's the spring. See, like this, minimal load, we're fine. Start putting power, it starts creaking. I can feel it in the pedals. Maybe it's my bottom bracket. Maybe it's the pedal. I doubt it's the pedal. Got binned off the back first punch. Oh no. So race was to Frauber instead. So it clicks, click, click. So click when there's force. I don't know. It's an interesting thing, I guess. I mean, I guess there's always taking it back to the shop. Don't have the power burst? Fair enough. Ooh, 10-second bridge, that's tough. That is tough. Could have used that kick to bridge us back to Curtis, but Curtis did a good job of going off the front and then holding 4-4 for a little bit there. Well, I guess diagnostically, the nice thing is I have the other trainer. I can just take this off, throw it on. If I'm getting the click, it's the bike. If I'm not getting the click, it's the trainer, which would suck. Which sucks. Who's spinning the wheel? That's a good question. We shall do that. Bring up the wheel. All right. Question time. Who did Brett Favre spend the majority of his career with playing major league football? In the National Football League. What was the name of the team? The trainer is brand new. So it's been calibrated. This trainer now has, they have an app. It has 244 kilometers on it. So that's not a good sign. I'm going to put that out there. Not a good sign that it is making a noise this early. Now again, that could be my bike, so there we go. We got Packers. Ash has got it. Ash has got it. Played for the Green Bay Packers. So, Ash, do you want to spin the wheel? Your choice. There's a lot of bad things that can happen if you spin that wheel. To me and to you. I don't know, what does chat think? Ash, should he spin the wheel or not? Ash says spin the wheel. There we go. The gambling man, here we go. Spinning the wheel. Best of luck. Whoa! Oh, Ash. Ash. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Oh, hoping for the Alp. Well, you got the opposite of the Alp, Ash. It's not a good day for Ash. But, you know, you gain points really fast, so it's all good. It is all good in the hood. What did you have for points, Ash? How bad was that? How bad was the damage? Where's all my little buttons and stuff and things? And my glasses are so fogged up I can't even see Ash on this list. Oh, there we go. 6,000 points. 6,450 points. Will be nice. We'll leave you with 450. That's still a bit. That's a lot of redeemables. It's a lot of betting. It's a lot of betting. Try to bridge, kept getting dropped. Not my race. Yeah, you don't want to go too hard. All right, Curtis. Nice racing, man. That was a beautiful break. Well done. Well-deserved win there, my man. Well-deserved. Well-deserved. I know a lot of you are racing TTT tonight, too, so it's awesome. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. We're gonna call it here, mainly because I don't know what's going on with this trainer. And we'll have to figure that out at the end of the day, I guess, and see what's what. Appreciate it all. Like I said, best of luck everybody racing tonight. Remember, if you haven't done so already, like the video, and we will catch you all later. See ya.